Hey, good evening. How are you doing? Thank you. Why such a long distance? At least come forward, second or third bench. मुझे extreme end देखना पड़ेगा ना, इधर आ जाना और come both of you in the second bench. That will be easy for me. You also. What audio? Music going on? Now you have to tell me before I start your school syllabus and portion, okay? Because before November end or December 1st, exams are not going to start. Sure? Either are is room. So just for one person, I have to look left, right, right. First sign, both of you signed it, give it to me. Now you tell me I had completed 4 chapters. Am I correct? I'll just read the chapters, you let me know. Because again, after a long break, we are meeting. Correct, Akini? Drainage complete, climate complete. I have to do only natural vegetation and wildlife and population. I didn't start natural vegetation. Okay. And after that, in civics, how many chapters did I do? Not civics, economics. 3. All the 3 completed. Yes. One more chapter. Which chapter? Just check if you have economics. But that's it. But is it there for your portion? Check. So 1 chapter of economics and 2 chapter of geography is pending. Correct? Yes. Okay. Natural difference of the Because in some schools I heard that chapter is something like, what do you call it? Internals or some projects related. Because in 10th and 9th, Cbse both they give the last chapter of economics as it's there. So 2 chapters, so 1 chapter we are beginning today. We might not finish, but at least I'll try. And then 1 more chapter from geography and 1 more chapter from economics. So put that heading, put today's day. Normally now what I'm doing some small brain mapping like teaching technique, which I feel the entire chapter comes in 1 page of your notebook. Did I do with other chapters? Yes, sir. Which chapter 1? Chapter 3. Was it really helpful? Yes, any of the school tests recently, UT test? No. So you're also having a big break, huh? इधर कौन सा lecture होता था? Math and science or? Okay. The portions are quite ahead. Finished. Maths and chemistry. So physics and biology bit pending. This is only the last chapters. Almost. Yes. Okay. So let us do the same kind of teaching today also. So you come along with me. So we say first we are going to say biodiversity. Okay. In that, I'm putting arrow. If you don't want the arrow, you can write like this. Okay. Under biodiversity, we have virgin vegetation, flora and fauna. Virgin vegetation, flora and fauna. Next, we'll be discussing factors. factors. I use the word affecting the diverse flora and fauna. Next, I'll be explaining the role of forests. In environment. Okay. Next, depletion of natural vegetation. Here we have to go a little bit faster because the entire chapter, natural vegetation, types of forest. In fact, every year I start with this, in fact, types of forest. So let us pull this one. So first one is evergreen forest, tropical, evergreen. I'm not having the space, that's what I'm pulling like this. You write exactly opposite, huh? With your note. Tropical evergreen forest. And what is the second one? Tropical deciduous forest. Then we have littoral. I'll go with the thorn forest, mountain. The thorn forest. The mountain forest, mountain. And then the mangroves. Copied and up here. Conserving vegetation and wildlife needs. Last one, protection. That is natural vegetation and wildlife. Okay. Keep your volumes ready, your pencils ready, and it's so easy for me to teach you what is this chat called. Okay, here is one small video. Let's see that video. It's called the customer session right now.
Sentences to get your point across clearly. To explore natural. In plants and animal kingdom, you will find many species of plants and animals. There are certain parts.
So that let's see. I want to teach what is this biodiversity. Okay, look at that. 47,000 species of plants, 90,000 approximate, in which animals and flowering plants are there. And if I want to explain the line biodiversity, India was very rich, both flora and fauna. You understand what is flora? What is flora? Plants, animals. And then what is fauna?
Sir, fauna is animals.
Fauna is plant. Confirm.
No, sir. Fauna is animals.
Always follow flora, all the plant kingdoms. In that we have flowering and non-flowering. Correct? And animals, all types of wild, domestic, birds. Okay? So if I want to talk about the word biodiversity, it is a rich, natural, we can say environment in which both flora and fauna live in peaceful coexistence. I mean, in that I explained the first one is virgin vegetation. What is virgin? These are those vegetation which grow especially in Himalayas and northeastern hilly states without the help of human being. Have you heard about an airline company called Virginia Atlantis? Actually company UAE का है, but normally Europe को connect करता है. So virgin is those vegetation without your and my involvement. It's on its own. Do we have such forests? Many forests are like that. Anybody go and say, चलो आज हम forest बनाएंगे. आज हम forest काटेंगे, वो करता है. But we have never grown forest on its own. So that is what I am saying, the word virgin. So if I want to explain flora and fauna, the entire plant kingdom. I think in your own labs also you might have plants. What kind of plants we have? Test tubes में रखा है ना, कौन सा plants रहता है? Look here. So flowering plants, which cover 6% of the world's total number of flowering plants, India occupies 10th place in the world and 4th place in the Asia for plant diversity. So natural vegetation refers to a community of plants which has grown without the interference of human and left undisturbed by humans for a long time. So do write for what is biodiversity I am giving. One line only. Yes. So that the entire chapter comes cover and that also an easy way. Exactly वही दिया जो इधर volume में है. Simply refers to rich flora and fauna. Simply refers to rich flora and fauna found in a given environment or setup. Then you write virgin vegetation. Start from here. Community of plant which was grown without interference of human. Start from here. Community से लेके up till long time. Then I'll give you. Community of plant which has grown without the interference of human and left undisturbed by humans for a long time. In India, where do we have virgin vegetation? You can write, huh?
So in the Himalayas.
Correct. You write Himalayas and northeastern hilly states mainly. Example, Himalayas, vegetation found in Himalayas and northeastern hilly states. Vegetation found in Himalayas and northeastern hilly states. And then just listen, I'll explain a little bit more on that. Why this virgin vegetation is so important?
Because we are cutting down so many trees. So
Okay, that is after it is found. Even if you don't cut, what is its importance? Maintains the ecological balance, helpful in bringing the rainfall. Whatever wild animals given the protection. You will get a lot of products from these forests only. Wood, timber, gum, honey, correct? Lac, etc. etc. So if I say on one side we are keep on cutting the trees, on other side we have to have more and more pastures of which land? Virgin vegetation. Because we feel the earth is experiencing what? Many rising environmental problems. Which problems you feel is the most urgent? Global warming. Then only global warming. What else? Floods. It has become very frequent nowadays. Natural phenomena. The more we are disturbing the environment, the more is the which balance is disturbed? Ecological balance. What is ecological balance? If you remember food chain in your science, what is the food chain? The rats are eaten by the snakes. Snakes are eaten by the eagles and larks. I feel snakes are very dangerous. I keep killing all the snakes. Whose number will rise?
mouse.
Mouse and the rat's number will rise. And the lark will feed on whom? It is going hungry. So if you disturb any one part of the food chain, it is going to disturb the entire food chain. If I cut the trees, what will happen? Green plants is no more. Rainfall is less. Water scarcity is going to rise. Correct? The earth's temperature will rise. So it is going to add to a whole number of problems. So that is what first I taught you. What is biodiversity? Then we have understand what is virgin vegetation. So if I want to write flora and fauna, how will you write one line flora? It refers to, right now, the entire plant kingdom. It refers to the entire plant kingdom. You write flowering and non-flowering plants. Flowering and non-flowering plants. Flowering and non-flowering plants in India. Bracket you write 6% of the world. Then you write fauna Right, the entire animal kingdom found on the earth's surface, including domesticated and wild animals, including domesticated and wild animals, along with different types of birds. Along with different types of birds. Different types of birds. Then put the, you already put the heading, no? Factors affecting where we are. We have to understand factors affecting the diversity. Did you give any numbers to these headings? 1, 2, 3 like that? No need. No? Now you give capital A, I'll also give. So that when we are explaining A, this is B, this is C, this is D, this is E, and this is F. You take B separate, don't write the heading. Let us understand first, then we'll write. If I share the screen, there are how many factors? Close to 5, 6 factors. The first factor is relief. In India, what relief do we generally find? Relief, what it is? Mountains, plateaus and plains. Do they affect flora and fauna? Normally plains, they are generally devoid of forest. Why?
Because we are living
Plain area they will do agriculture. Mountains mein agriculture hoga. Then there you will find more forest. How about plateaus? Maybe minerals find hoga to minerals mining रहेगा. So forest will be less. So if I am saying relief, normally we say if it is mountains, plateaus and plains, the distribution of flora and fauna also changes. The goat that you find it in Jammu and Kashmir is the same goat found in Maharashtra.
no,
Why? Because of
we
the
are-
mountainous adaptation, that goat is full of hay. Whereas goat found in Maharashtra doesn't have
that
yak. Have you heard about yak? It's a quite a huge bull, but then full of hay. The trees that you find it in the mountainous region where snowfall is high, they are what kind of forest they will be? Do we have that? No. We have something called as coniferous. You know what is coniferous? The leaves are needle-like so that the snow doesn't sit over them. So the first point is relief, in which we have covered mountains, plateaus and plain. Then we have this word land in it under the relief only. If it is a flat land and fertile soil, agriculture. If it is not a flat land, undulating land, maybe little bit of forest. How about soil? If it is fertile soil, less of forest. Fertile soil will go for agriculture. Wherever agriculture, do you have forest? No. We had a type of farming in our, I think 10th maybe hai. We call that a shifting agriculture. What about? What is shifting? Out of the plots which is found, they cut the trees, burn the trees, and whatever ashes they grow, they start growing agriculture there only. So that is that word soil type. Second, they say is the word climate. Climate, there are 3 things they said. One is temperature, second is precipitation, and the third is photoperiod. What is that photoperiod? Photo. What is photo according to you? The amount, quantity or duration of sunlight. If sunlight is very good, you'll have tall trees, dense forests. What is that word? Temperature. Higher is the temperature, higher is the precipitation. What is precipitation? Rainfall. During the time of summer, what's happening? Evaporation. What is forming? Clouds. And clouds after a few months might condense. You understand condense? And what is condensation will lead to? Rainfall. So that is what I'm saying. Temperature, rainfall, and the photo period. What is photo period? The duration of the sunlight. Do we have high duration in the polar regions? Forget about the high duration. They do not see sunlight at all. In certain parts of the North Poles, I heard majority. For 6 months, there is no day at all. Why? Sunlight doesn't reach us there. Full of snowfall. Even an animal called polar bear. What about? Can't live in such circumstances. Do we have human beings? We have Eskimos. What are Eskimos? नहीं सुना है? Who live in ice houses. What is that ice houses are called as? Somebody told. Igloo. Very minor population lives there, and that also the traditional or the Adivasi type, जो हम लोग इंडिया में बोलते हैं. So that is the second point. And next to climate, we have temperature हो गया, sunlight भी हो गया, and then precipitation. Let's go to the next one. Only song I have to explain. Let us ask him to read. Vegetation, land. Come on.
Vegetation depends upon the nature of the land. That's why the agriculture is devoted to fertile land, not in rough and undulating land.
Undulating. What is undulating? मैंने भी बोला. Nobody asked me. What is undulating? Opposite of flat topography. How does an undulating land looks like? It's like this. इधर अभी agriculture कर सकता है? If I want to do, first of all, I need to level the land. So normally, if the land is having fertile soil, fertile land, agriculture, will the vegetation be more? Forest nahi रहता है, because it clears the forest. Second, you read soil.
Soil gives basis for the vegetation, which help them for support different type of soils, provide basis to different type of vegetation.
Yes. Not all the soil, all the places are same. Black soil, alluvial soil, red soil, laterite soil, regular soil, mountain soil, then porous soil, dry soil. So as per the soil character changes, vegetation will also change. Generally, if the land is undulating and if the soil is not very fertile, then only we'll have more of forest. If it is, agriculture will go on. Let's give one to you. Soil temperature. Come on, read temperature.
The vegetation is not determined by the temperature, but it is also determined by the humidity in air, soil, and
Just 1 minute. What is the meaning of the word humidity?
So, the amount of water vapor.
Very good. Waiting. How humidity affects the vegetation? It makes the soil more moist. Correct? So the roots no need to go far deep.
For the water.
And if the area is very dry, the seeds roots has to go deep. Have you done in science taproot and fibrous root? Taproot is a root which goes deep. Okay, go ahead.
The fall in temperature affects the vegetation and its growth and change its from tropical to subtropical to
Alpine. And so based on the temperature type, the vegetation will also change. Tropical, subtropical, or alpine. What is this word alpine? Desert type, but it is a cold desert, not a hot desert. Then precipitation, I'll take. In India, entire rainfall is brought by advancing south winds and the retreating northeast, sorry. An area which gets heavy rainfall will have more vegetation. Is that correct? Which region? Northeastern Indian states. Which is that state which has the highest rainfall region in the world? Kerala. Northeastern Kerala has it. Meghalaya. What is the name of the place? Very good. Earlier place was Cherrapunji. That was also in Meghalaya, but this is a new place. Correct? So if heavier is the rainfall, dense is the vegetation. Whereas an area which gets less rainfall will have less dense vegetation. समझ में आया? Let's proceed ahead. Photo period. The variation in duration of sunlight, different places is different in Southern Hemisphere because of the latitude, altitude, season, and duration. If I want to say latitude, which latitude gets maximum sunlight? Equator to Cancer and Capricorn. Direct rays मिलता है. Then how about above 33 and above? 23 and above, the sunlight also becomes slanting. By the time you reach 66.5 degree, which is that North and South Pole, zero sunlight. Zero नहीं है, almost minimum. So then the temperature determines. Then we have the word altitude. What is altitude? Height above sea level. Higher is the altitude, higher will be the forest cover. Do you accept? Why? Human interference कम है. जहाँ भी human being नहीं है forest है, और जहाँ भी human being है forest का खतरा. You accept?
Yes.
Why we are like that? Can't we live like that Jungle Book story? Mowgli है ना Jungle Book. Can't we live like a Mowgli?
Sometimes there would be different animals.
पहले एक लड़का ने मुझे बोला सर Mowgli doesn't goes to the school. है ना? And he is not getting the homework also. That is why he is jumping up and down. वरना बगैरा और उसके साथ खेल सकता था. हमको भी आज होमवर्क मत दो, स्कूल को बंद करो. He will also create the jungle for you. Jungle Book written by whom? You know, the most popular author, Rudyard Kipling. She is one of the richest writer in America. She has wrote that Jungle Book. It's an imaginary story, but what I am trying to say, the more is the altitude, generally we will not have agriculture. Top में कोई जाके agriculture कर सकता है? Not possible. So vegetation will be better. Then what about season? Generally we have season like rainfall, season like winter, season like summer. Now, which season you feel good for the forest type? Rainfall. I think Maharashtra का जितना भी घाट्स एरिया है, घाट, you understand घाट? हाँ, western घाट, बहुत एकदम greenery हो जाता है. And some of the people who are not from Maharashtra, wow, what a greenery, बोले ये दो महीने के लिए ये रहेगा. उसके बाद किधर दिखता greenery? Dhungars are looking as if shaved them. एकदम greyish, very dirty, like looking, full of pollution. But when you come Maharashtra, especially during rainy season, all green. And that is the time people move around from here, there, to see the beauty, waterfalls, rapids, and then apna road so boli gaya, full of potholes, and little bit of vada pav also we get it. Rainfall is such season, we really enjoy it. So that is what they are saying. Duration of the day. What is duration of the day? If the days are longer, sunlight will be more. Automatically vegetation will also be more. If the days are shorter, sunlight will be less, and the growth of plants will also be less. Is this okay?
Yes.
Okay. Let's I teach it very simple. Functions of the forest, where it is, right here. I give you two functions. You actually 10 syllables, but you'll understand. The first function you understand, it is, I should give here. It is called as protective function. Any idea protective? Second function we explain is productive function. Protective means it gives protection to all the wild animals. Does it? Unka natural habitat है ना forest. If not, Salman Khan will go inside the forest. क्योंकि उसको फोटो शूट नहीं तो उसको जंगली जानवर को मारने का मन करता है. But that's against the law. He should not do it. Correct. So normally we feel the role of forests are under protective, giving protection to all the wild animals. What is protective? Forests provide lots and lots of products. What are they? Timber, honey, medicinal plants. So all this is role of the forest. There they said it is renewable. Major role in enhancing the quality. What is enhancing? Improving the quality. Next, modify local climate. What is local climate? If you have too much of forest here, we'll feel very cool. Air is fresh. During summer also we won't feel the heat. So that is what local climate. Then regulate the stream flow. What is stream flow? If too much of water is running also, it cannot take what? Soil. Which erosion we are stopping? Soil erosion we are stopping. Next, variety of industries. Vegetation, forest कहाँ से variety of industries को support करेगा? Paper industry बन जाएगा, wood cutting आ जाएगा, So in those days there were no big industries. People lived only with the support of forests. Whatever fruits they got it, whatever wood they got it, Did they were happy? हाँ sir, Mercedes Benz नहीं खरीद सकता. मतलब उस टाइम पे मिलता भी नहीं था. Bullock cart was a big Mercedes. And does Bullock cart have any polluting nature?
No.
Does it have any petrol and engine problem? I mean, that doesn't mean my dad brings me to the school or a UT through a Bullock cart. I'm just saying it. Correct. Next, it provides livelihood for many communities. They control wind force, temperature, and cause the rain. What is wind force? If the wind is trying to carry all the soil and loose sediments, if there are too many trees, there will be friction. Can the wind move with a great speed? No. Second, what is the meaning of temperature? So wherever there is more trees, the temperature is generally high or low? Generally low. Correct. Then give shelter to the wildlife. That is, what is that function? Protective function. Is this okay? Yes. I will play it and I will revise it and I will help you to write. This we will not do. So what we will do, we will make it copy the notes from here. Functions, na? Factors responsible, correct? Yes, sir. Is it land first? Okay. Okay, copy that. You write relief, usme one, and then write whatever I am asking that only write. Relief, land. What is that heading we are doing? B. B, you write one, relief. You write vegetation depends on the nature of the land. चले, उसके आगे मैं cut कर देता हूँ. Vegetation depends on the nature of the land. With fertile soil, and suitable climate, agriculture more and less vegetation. Agriculture more and less vegetation. With fertile soil and suitable climate. With fertile soil and suitable climate, more of agriculture and less of vegetation. Less of forest.
More of vegetation.
Yes. Same heading, next point. Also in rough and undulating land. Also in rough and undulating land, farming cannot be practiced. So, more of vegetation or more of forest cover. Farming cannot be practiced, so more vegetation. Next, you write soil. तो basis अगर नहीं चाहिए, fertile soil type. Fertile soil type.
Fertile soil.
Type encourages, fertile soil type encourages agriculture more so less vegetation or forest. Second point, same heading. Less fertile soil with no agriculture, promotes better forests and right climate. Better forest cover. Next, you write climate. Then don't write anything. I'm going to give temperature determines the humidity in air, soil, and influences the rainfall. Hence, more forest cover. Hence, better forest cover than places with low temperature over the globe. Globe. So let's take a break, small, 5 minutes. Okay. You need it or shall I continue? No, okay. I have I'm just asking. Right is your fundamental right, and I'm breaking.